Hello and welcome to the third video for this review. We're going to jump into some word problems here. So, a drag race car's velocity is measured using the formula right here. All right. You have to understand what these variables stand for, and I tell you in here. So, V is the velocity, A is the acceleration, and X is the distance. Okay. So, those are what the three things stand for. Now I'm telling you two numbers. Assuming the race car accelerates at 9 meters per second, so that's an acceleration, so that's A. So A equals 9. And the track is 450 meters long, so that's the distance, which is X. Find the velocity, so find V. So let's plug in what we have. So V equals the square root of 2, A is 9, and X is 450. Okay, so we're just going to actually just multiply those three numbers together. 2 times 9 times 450. And you get 8,100. And then I just take the square root of that number. So square root of 8,100 is 90. So the velocity is 90 meters per second. Okay, actually the label was already there, so you didn't need it. So 90 is the velocity. All right, so for the same, go ahead and move down here. It's the same formula. So that is, I'll just write it again, V equals the square root of 2AX. This time you're wanting to break the land speed record, which details there was this. So 341.107 is the velocity. Meters per second is the velocity. So that's V. Same acceleration. So A is 9. Okay. How long is the track? So we're looking for X here. So I'm going to put 341.107 in for V. And I'm going to put 2 and then 9 in for A, X. So I have 341.107 equals the square root of 18x. Now to get rid of the radical, which I need to do, I need to square both sides just like I did on the previous video. So if you didn't watch that, go watch that if you're not sure what I'm doing here. So this is going to be a giant number. 341.107 squared is 116,353.9854. I'm going to go ahead and write the whole thing. And that equals 18x. And now I'm just going to take that number and divide it by 18. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 18, and I get 6464.110, blah, 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 blah. It says round to the nearest tenth, so that's one decimal place. So the track length would have to be 6,464.1 meters long. Okay. So that was an application of those equations. The last two applications are Pythagorean theorem. Mr. Tucky is building a garden, forming a right triangle in his backyard. So let's go ahead and draw that. So we got a right triangle garden. How much fence? Oh, wait. The legs of the triangle are 4 radical 3 and 4. So I'll just say 4 radical 3 and 4. Okay. How much fencing does Mr. Tucky need to buy to enclose the entire garden? So I'm going to find, that's the outside. So I'm going to find the perimeter. So I'm finding the perimeter. So I need the last side. Well, how do I get the last side? Pythagorean theorem. 4 squared plus 4 radical 3 squared. Notice that that's in parentheses. Please do that. Equals the missing side squared. So that's 16 plus 4 squared is 16. Radical 3 squared is radical 9. So that would be 16 plus square root of 9 is 3, right? So 16 times 3. 16 times 3 is 48. So 16 plus 48 equals x squared. So 64 equals x squared. Square root both sides, I get x equals 8. It's a nice number here. Now that's just x. That's not my answer. I want to now add up the sides, perimeter, right? So 4 plus 8 plus 4 radical 3. I can put 4 and 8 together to make 12, but I can't put that with 4 radical 3 because 4 has a radical with it. So that's my final answer in simplest radical form. But now to the nearest 10th, I can do 12 plus 4 radical 3. Just type it in my calculator, and you should come up with 18.9 feet. That would enclose his garden. Okay. It says, what area does the garden cover? So go ahead and clear all of it. Scroll down a little bit and bring it back up here. Okay. Actually, that's not helping anything. So the area of the garden is base times height, and the base was 4 radical 3, and the height was 4. The 8 was the hypotenuse. That doesn't go into the area. The base and the height are the two legs of the triangle. So it's 1/2 times 4 radical 3 times 4. So now all the numbers on the outside of the radical would be 4, 4, and 1/2. So 4 times 4 is 16. Half of that is 8 radical 3. So the area of the garden in simplest radical form is 8 radical 3. In to the nearest 10th, type that in your calculator, you should get 13.9, and that's feet squared. Okay. We'll go ahead and stop there for the video. That's all of Unit 8 in those 3 videos. Unit 9 will be next.